So today our theme is about walking with shadow and how we reconnect to the great mother medicine that is always right here. I mean, if you check for yourself, what is beneath your feet? That is she, the great earth mother, always here holding us. And I want you to just before I get speaking about our theme and why I feel that's important, being able to walk with shadow, being able to really understand when something is hard for us, that there's always great meaning in that. Everything that we may at one time feel is not useful to us becomes useful. So we'll get to that in a moment, but let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And just let your body relax, collapse to the earth. Feel the base of your body. Let your belly be soft. Breathing down through your root chakra, right there at the base of the body. And igniting your own source connection. Noticing that when we give ourselves over just a little bit, kind of lean in, soften in, relax in, that the source connection that we are, that is always here, our innate aliveness, our inborn nature as pure love, is just right here. And we notice this even more when we decide to not look for it outside of ourselves. It's like a choosing to sense and feel what's innate, what's already here. Not that you can think it, but you can feel yourself, sense yourself, intuit yourself. It's like this instinctive, deep knowing in the body, switching on, switching on, switching on. And as we connect and realize more of our innate source connection to earth, to pure love, there's a natural shedding away, a deprogramming and undoing and unraveling of the conditioned messages that have been received over and over again from different places. Sometimes these messages can run so deep that they're carried in our bloodlines. And as we connect to earth, there is a rinsing, a washing through the blood, the bones, the cellular memory of messages that just aren't fitting for you, really have absolutely nothing to do with you. Rinsing and washing away. And this is happening directly through your own source connection as pure love. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. This is who and what you are. Yeah, like that. Just anchoring and grounding yourself here. Rooting. Something inside is revitalized. Homing yourself. I love that word, homing. Inviting all of yourself to be here. And that which isn't you just sheds away naturally. You don't even have to do anything. Just let it wash off. So when I woke up this morning, somebody's coming into the space. I just letting them join. When I woke up this morning, this walking with the shadow, I must have had a dream about it. So it was like, oh, I think that's what I'll call today. And I'm gonna say a little bit about how shadow is so important. It is our light that allows us to see shadow. And shadows are great teachers that when we let ourselves see shadow material or something that we may have thought at one time to be harmful to us, lingering in the shadows, when you think about shadow, we always think danger, like, ooh, dangerous territory. Yeah. But the more that you connect with your own source connection as love, there's more light. And whatever has been shadow material just becomes like compost, becomes fertile ground, becomes very useful as we're forever learning. There are no mistakes. So whatever may have thought of as something that should not have happened, something I need to be sure that I never do again, that has an energy with it of pushing something away, like not really befriending it, like getting to know, like, what is this? What was that story all about? That period of life or that whatever it is that I cycled through. What does it have to teach me? How can I be nourished by whatever happened in the past that some people might say, even this term has made me stuck. And when I hear the word stuck lately, it kind of like, I feel, oh, no, honey, you're not stuck. It's like we're never really stuck. So let's reframe that idea of stuckness as a place of hardening or pausing. Like when something hardens, like you could think of stuck as being like hard, contracted, not moving. Well, this happens in nature, as a new tree is being birthed through the earth and it begins to grow. There's a time period where a branch has to fall off so that the center, the heart of the tree, they call it the heartwood, hardens. And that hardening is a necessary function in nature so that that which is beneath the hardening can receive blood and nourishment to the capillaries of the tree so that the tree can mature and have a more sturdy growth period so the blossoms can be even more beautiful. So we as humans, we go through the same thing over and over again. We have cycles where there's a time where we pull away from something or something hardens. We're not stuck. It's like in that, we can be curious and we can lean into a listening of what's happening because there's always something tender and soft right there behind the hardening that is maturing. And it needs that time period to heal. You know, the break that happened, the wound, often that's a wounding of something tender, something innocent, so that that can heal and mature. And then the next cycle of life, there's more wisdom. It's a wizening that is happening. So I kind of reframed this being stuck as walking, like with your shadow, like meeting and befriending those hard places, that they're not problematic, they're necessary, that you're not stuck, that something is healing, something is wizening. The tenderness, the innocence of you is maturing, so that next time we cycle around, it will be different. We'll be stronger. We will have learned something about ourselves, something about life. And it doesn't mean that we just are like wide open, vulnerable. It's like, no, we have discernment. It's like something develops inside of us so that we can discern, you know, do I want to go this way? Do I want to go this way? And we can feel more intuitively from the softer place where the maturing happened, where the wizening happens, where the blood began to circulate, where it was hard at one time and now it's soft. We can listen in those soft places for, okay, am I going to go this way? Am I going to go this way? Am I going to still just stay here and be still and listen? Or am I ready to jump in? And all of it is good. Every single part of it is good. So we're never really stuck. Not really. No, like let's really be kind there and reframe that all together. Say, let's be curious. There's something healing. This is an important time. Yeah, something is wizening. Something is maturing. And I'm willing to let that happen. Are you? I bet you are. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. I'm not sure of my schedule always, but if you hit the bell for notifications, you'll be notified when I go live and upload a video of sorts. But I'm always talking about similar things related to our connection to the Great Mother, to healing the wounds that don't serve us, to honoring who we are as human beings, you know, to finding out what is the call of our soul and what are the tools and medicine that we need for this journey so that we can continue and not only be a benefit to ourselves, which is the most important thing, but when we do that, we're a benefit to everyone. You know, we become the medicine of this life.